I need to share this information, and I'm not even ready, but this is how much I need to share this information, because this information will change your motherfucking life as it is changing mine. I'm growing the courage to just put myself out there as much as I possibly fucking can, regardless of whatever life circumstances are giving you right now, okay? What is a choice versus what is a fucking decision? This will change your fucking life. Listen to me. Choice is choosing based on what is in front of you, meaning what are your current circumstances. Decision means determining your direction based on your goal. It means that regardless of what's going on or what's not working out for you, you are still committed. You are headed in that direction. So you're going to take action based off the end goal, meaning it's already done. If it were already done, how would you respond? This is what shifts you from timelines. The shifting of responses. If you were to respond how you responded before, which was more reacting, you would stay on that timeline, on the energetic frequency, because your thoughts, emotions, and actions would be in alignment with that version of you. But because you are shifting, you have to be in a place of I am acting, feeling, and thinking as if it were already done. Because remember, in the spiritual realm, it's already happening. For you to bring it down into the physical, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, ooh, right? It has to go from the spiritual to the intellectual. So how you think till then the physical. It's manifested through your vibration, which is really what you're feeling. When you feel it as if, and you are strong in that belief, right? So we have a lot of things to navigate in this journey. Just me saying that, which is really what I was doing today, which is I'm like, I have to share this. There's so much information I have to share, and I've been called to share this for years. I've been sharing it, but I learned so much, and my awareness has risen so much that I'm just like, it's so much information. I'm creating courses. I have a book, like a complete book for this. I have journals. Like I have so much, because again, there's so much fucking information. When you guys don't understand how frustrated sometimes I get, because I'm like, God, what the fuck do you want me to do? How do you want me to teach people? Like, what do you want me to tell them, right? That's why I channel, when I read tarot, when I have, like, I go live, I do all this. But I'm like, I don't want to work. Like, I'm tired of that. Like, I literally, I'm getting emotional, so I don't know who's going to be here still, but I literally ask myself, right? This is what I tell my students to do. Like, why? Why do you do it, right? Because when you have a goal, and that goal is not strong enough for you to actually want to change, right? Because you have to change. It's fucking work. It becomes effortless when it's something that you're, again, in vibration with. So you're like, no, this is what it is. This is what it is. Once you engrave it into your nervous system, boom, it becomes what it is. It becomes who you are. And then you move on to the next thing, right? But I did this, and I have to share it, right? I did my seven, it's an exercise where you ask yourself 7 times why. Why do I want this, right? And I had to acknowledge that I had some fear, right? Because I am human. I'm consciously aware, but I'm human. I still have, again, I'm still letting go of my old resistance patterns and allowing myself to become more and more open. But I was in resistance for a lot of years. I was heavily in the anxiety and depression vibration for a long time, since I was a child. So, if you're still here, acknowledge, this is like what I'm meant to share with you. If you're feeling fear after going after what you truly said you want to do, I want you to acknowledge, is this your paradigm? Is this your old way of thinking? Once you've responded to that, and again, journal this shit. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm not kidding when I say, like, journal this shit, because then you can't lie to yourself and you can track your progress, right? And then the second one, is this a belief or an assumption I have about myself that needs to be changed? Why is the fear showing up? What about you do you believe that isn't capable of achieving this goal, of having this, of being this, of sharing, or whatever it may be? Third, have these thought patterns and behaviors kept me from moving forward in the past? Like, are you still here? Again, this desire gets stronger and stronger and fucking stronger until you fucking just face yourself, whatever that may be. Getting fired the fuck up, because sometimes this is what you have to do. You have to change your state of being. Why? You move your body, breath works, and you just take action. You just do it. Do it. Once you've done it, you can tell your brain, I did it. I could do it again. I could do it again. I could do it better. And the results will come. It's every rep. Remember, every rep. How badly do I want this? This is the part that got to me. Because I'm practicing being in my feminine energy where I receive and I don't have to work so hard. Because my whole life, I've worked so fucking hard. I've worked so fucking hard. And I'm tired of being in my masculine energy. It's making me really emotional. Oh my god, I don't know who's still here right now, but if you're feeling this with me, feel it, okay? And so I wrote, yes, I'm aware this is my paradigm and I'm choosing to change my perspective and looking at it with excitement, right? If you know, I teach all those, how science is. And I understand, I comprehend consciously that excitement and fear is the same response physiologically within your body. So I know this, I've been knowing this, right? Again, I did the whole pre-mention, this is what I know. But now I need to teach my body, this is what I know. And again, fear is always going to be here, and it's not in your, fear comes from doubt and worry, right? And if you've been practicing this thought pattern, which most of us have, because that's just the way society has been programmed, it's just practice. But anyways, let me get back to track. So then I wrote, I am excited, right? So I became self-aware. I acknowledged it, right? I didn't say no, which I used to do. I used to be like, I reject. But what you resist persists, right? So I acknowledged it. You know what? Yes, I feel fear. I feel fear right now because I don't know how I'm going to do this. And then I'm choosing to consciously acknowledge and let go of that belief, right? And I say, I'm excited to gather more evidence about how the universe supports me and meets my needs without me having to grind, but simply be open in the receiving mode. And this is making me more and more emotional. And then I said, I can, and I did. Because how you speak matters. Look up the definition of future. And then I said, for the belief, I let go of the idea that has to be hard and that I am not ready to rely simply on my business for income. Right? I've been navigating and building this fucking business for years. And I know this shit changes lives because it changed my life. And God has consistently told me to be here. And I don't want to say I've been tested, but it's it gets to a point. If you've ever built anything, you could know the failure and failure is part of the success, but failing, you eventually are bro. And I'm not saying my business is a failure, but I'm just saying I don't want to keep working. I know I don't have to. I'm consciously aware that as long as I remain open, and again, I have evidence of this shit. I've received fucking thousands of dollars without me having to do shit. So I'm I know this shit works. So I'm but today again, I'm reminded, this is what I'm here to do, to teach you how to do the same. And this is where this comes. How badly do I want it? And I was right? And I'm spirit-led. So I know spirit's bro, I got you. But spirit's asking me, but I need you to teach the people this shit. And I'm I've been in resistance to this. I have. And I had to ask myself really why, but it's just the fear, right? I used to have fear of being seen. I got over that shit. And now I have this fear of going back into grind mode. I don't want to grind and and go on autopilot again. But again, I'm reminding myself I don't have to because I'm doing this now. So maybe this is where you are too. You get to do this from a place of play. It feels good, and it does. I love this shit. But again, it's just the repetition of showing myself I love it. It is fun and it is easy. Because again, you have to remind yourself every single day, okay? So I put in here, it's what I want more than anything at the moment. Yes. Yes, I want this shit really bad. And then I reminded myself of how much I want to help people, because basically I wish someone had this information, right? When I most needed it, when I was in bed, when I couldn't move, when I was depressed, when I was anxious, when I felt like I was dying and I just wanted to die. And then I'm I don't ever want to feel like I'm dying again. And then I just realized I'm meant for more. I know this. I'm meant to do more for people. So It is fun and it is easy. And that's what I'm here